Listen, man, when you talk about financial, you had a financial team around you. The draft is coming up again, and I know we've talked about financial literacy and how important it is. But what have you learned about financial literacy? You're going into year 8 now in the NFL. I'm sure you had some bumps and bruises along the way. Every young athlete does. But what is the biggest thing you've learned about that financial literacy part?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you're talking about investments and you're talking about that type of thing, because we've got a lot of young teammates that come in and they want to know about investments and how to get their portfolio started. And I'll tell people all the time, know who's watching your money for one, and make sure you're keeping an eye on it. You trust those people, but two, build relationships with these people that you're investing in. Don't just throw them your money. Figure out the type of people that they are. Figure out do they care about their money? Do they care about the things that they're moving in before you just give them, whether it's $1 or whether it's $1 million, because it's all yours and it's all the hard money that you've worked for. So it's to me, it's about keeping your eyes open and making sure you're not just trusting the wrong people.
Yeah. How important is that now that you know young athletes especially really pay
Yeah.
attention to that particular side of it because NIL is changing the game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine trying to make these decisions about who's watching my money or who's going to be my business partner at the ages they're having to make these decisions at 17, 18. But I know with great advice that they're hopefully they're getting it done, whether it be their parents or whether they're looking up to their coaches or whoever it may be. But once again, make go through a process of filling them out. Don't feel
Yeah.
like you ever have to make the sudden move or that deal is going to pass you by. And if it does, it was never meant for you in the first place. So, yeah, just don't be quick to sign something.
Nambikasu, do you talk to Nambikasu at all? Like, I really love what that brother is doing with the financial literacy piece. He's trying to go around the countries making the financial literacy programs mandatory for high schools, and I hope every
Sure.
school gets behind that. We were talking a few weeks ago, months ago, when he was talking about how credit building for him and the education behind credit building really stood out. Have you had a conversation with Nambikasu, and if so, what do y'all talk about?
Yeah, no, I haven't, but I do understand the importance of getting that into these schools because trust me, without honestly an amazing team that I have, and I was God sent, blessed to meet them when I did and be able to create the trust that I did and have had them since. I don't know if I'd be where I was or making the moves financially that I am because I wasn't as educated as I need to be and didn't know what to do and where to go next and didn't have any idea what it meant or how to build credit. I thought you were given it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
most people are, and that's something that we have to educate at a young age because we can start younger at building credit. That when it's time for these people to make these purchases, that they have something there, and they're not then trying to go back and clear things and get things straight. And that's a common everyday problem that is really it's really a pandemic in the sense.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it real with me, man. What's the biggest financial mistake that you've made as an NFL quarterback?
No, honestly, there's not for me because I'm a guy that really I didn't come from much.
Right.
So money's always just been a number to me, honestly. It really has. And if I do spend it on something and I feel like it's a lot, it's because I really wanted that. And that value meant more to me than that money did. So or I believed in that investment. More than, you know what I mean, more than that dollar amount I gave. So yeah, as I say, I'm not quick to sign and quick to give in that sense. And I feel things out, and I think you have to be that way. Now there may be some things that I've let pass up, you know what I mean? And now that's another story, but I can't say there's been a big mistake.
Okay, well then let's go to that other story then. If there's a deal out there that you passed up on that you wish you could have back because it turned out to be so lucrative, what deal would that be?
Probably one because I just got into it, but this whole pickleball world, I was introduced to it in like 2015, and
Mm.
out in California, it was like one court, and Buddy told me, "Man, bring this to Texas." I'm telling you, like nobody knows about this thing, and then now you look up and there's professional leagues and teams and courts everywhere that you turn. So, having known about this 8 years ago or so, yeah, I wish I would have listened to that guy and did a little bit more figuring something out to get my hands in it.
Yeah, well, listen, man, I could connect you with David Levy. They got the pickleball slam down in Florida, man. I mean, they look at some
Well,
more
I don't. I
investment.
mean, I don't think it's too late for me to get involved. But when you say a big miss, I mean,
Yeah,
it could have been a huge hit.
yeah.